Hey guys, Nick here. Now we get to jump into crafting your Facebook ad itself. So we're going to make our way through this particular part of the course. We may need to do this in several videos, just like in building your funnel. But let's just get started and make our way through. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of the ads dashboard. So you guys will be familiar with this. It may look a little bit different by the time you watch this course, and Facebook loves to change things around and make things look different, but the sections are always the same. So you always find audience insights under audience insights. So audience insights is, you guys have already been there because I showed you guys how to go there and use that tool inside of your research, inside of step 1 customer research. Under the adverts manager, so the adverts manager is in the Facebook foundations course. I cover the difference between the adverts manager and the power editor. The adverts manager, we sort of overview and check the performance of our ads, whereas the power editor is where we edit our ads and modify them while they're actually running, and where we duplicate them and then change images and just adjust them around a little bit. So the power editor is where all the editing of your ads happens, and the adverts manager is where you're checking performance and checking what ads are working and what ads aren't. So custom conversions is where we will set up special conversion criteria from our Facebook pixel, and I'll show you guys that. I won't jump ahead too much, but that has to do with our Facebook pixel, and that helps us to track our performance of how our ads are going. And then we've got, under assets, we've got audiences. So that is audiences to do not with audience insights, which is researching audiences that already exist. This is to do with creating like a custom audience. This is audiences that, say for example, a group of people become an audience by completing a certain action. So a group of people who have watched your videos, say you've got a 3 video funnel running and you've got 1,000 views on all 3 videos, you got 3,000 views on all of them, and maybe 50% of people watched the video all the way through, like 80% of the video was completed. Then you might have like 2,500 people who become a custom audience, and that's where you would find them under audiences there. You might create them, and sometimes Facebook automatically creates them based on video views. They might say, oh, these people watched this internet secrets video, or they watched this fitness tutorial or whatever, and we're just going to make them an audience for you. And then later on, when you go to create your Facebook ad, you can just select them as an audience and target those people only with a particular offer. Pixels is where we set up our pixel or grab our pixel code. So they do walk you through how to do this, but I'm going to walk you through how to do it as well. Just, they don't walk you through how to do it on your own website. So if you have a website, whether you have a website or not, installing a Facebook pixel is just a matter of copying and pasting a piece of code. So, but most people really struggle with it. So we're going to show you how to do that. Let me just pop out of the slide, go into, there we go. Yes, so I'm just going to hit the tab. There we go. So you can see here the menu still looks pretty much the same as the screenshot that I took. I think there's a couple more menus down here, but still looks pretty much the same, guys. Okay, cool. So let's jump into next slide. Power editor. So we're just going to do a little overview of the power editor for you on this slide, and the power editor typically looks about the same most of the time. So over on the far left, you've got campaign level, and campaign level is really where you select clicks or conversions or the style of targeting that you're doing. you give it a name, but you select that. Now that's really important, so don't just like write a name in and then forget to select what type of click you're going to add in there, what type of target style. Make sure you do that. Then you've got advert sets. So that's really where advert sets, if you want to think about that in terms of sets, as in sets of people that you're targeting. So audience targeting is where advert sets happen, or vice versa. That's where you get to target their location. You get to target like competitors of your business, which is really good. One of my favorite ways of targeting. And you can target competitors. So if you're a gym, you can target other gyms, and that means people who like gyms that are, say for example, if you want to find people who are most interested in fitness, you need probably target other gyms, because those people who like other gyms are probably likely to like your gym too. Adverts. So under adverts, that's the actual physical ad that appears in the newsfeed. That's the ad that you see. That's the writing or the copy in it that you see, the images that you see in the ad. The adverts is where you're actually seeing that. And then on the top right, as soon as the review changes button turns green, you can click that at any time to sort of save or update, or it pushes your ad through for approval. Now, let me just quickly pop out of this. I'll go into the Power Editor just briefly. Alright, so you can see here it looks pretty much the same. So under campaign level here, we've got everything looks right here. And you can edit and that sort of thing just by hitting edit, or you can select the tick box and you can hit edit and it'll allow you to edit the campaign. Now once you've actually launched a campaign, you can't change the buying type. Or the objective. The objective is the toggle menu that you'll be able to change. Now I'll show you that real soon. Let me just make sure I don't skip here. But you can see up here review changes. So that'll turn green once I've changed or edited something. And then you just click these tabs here and it flicks over to the next level, yeah? It'll show all the adverts that are currently running on all campaigns, unless I go and hit the tick box, and then it'll only show me the adverts that are running for that particular campaign. Alright, so let's just flick back over here, have a quick check. Okay, cool. So we're going to, I believe we're going to create other ads together. We're going to go through and do that later. So let's see. I'll go through really quickly, just putting a quick ad together so you guys have an idea about what we're actually going to be talking about and some of the future sections. So if you want to create a new campaign, I'm just going to use the Plant Physique account right now. So just hit create campaign if you want to start new. Let's call this one Thrive Test Campaign. So that's just the top level. Now buying type auction pretty much stays the same, except campaign objective changes. Now under campaign objective, traffic is the one you want to select if you don't have a Facebook pixel installed. You want to use that pretty much all the time with the way that we teach Facebook ads. There's a whole lot of other stuff in here obviously, but the traffic is really where you're paying for clicks. Yeah, that's why it's got a little cursor here icon, is because you're paying for people to click to your website to generate website traffic. Traffic is just people who hit your website. It's just a word for audiences or people showing up to your site. The other one, if you have your pixel installed, which we're going to show you how, is conversions. So if you got your pixel installed, then you want to select conversions, but you only select conversions after you've let it run on traffic, and you've got roughly about 100 leads, 100 conversions, 100 leads. That way your Facebook pixel learns, because your Facebook pixel is kind of like, we're going to go into this later, but your Facebook pixel learns over time. So you want to teach it the right things. You want to teach it what sort of people are most likely to land on your website. So you do that by starting off with your pixel installed, selecting traffic. Then once you've got about 100 conversions, then relaunch the campaign, so you can duplicate a campaign or something like that, and you can just select or start again, and you can just select conversions, and that will actually drop the cost per lead all the way down over time. It takes a little bit longer, but eventually conversions after a couple of days, the conversions should get a lot less than what you were paying for clicks or traffic. Cool. Advert set, so that's the audience. We're going to call this audience test 1. And we want to create a new advert. Okay, it's looks like they've edited that a little bit. Usually you can put a name in for the advert, but it's probably going to ask us to do that later now. So let's just hit create. They always make slight adjustments, but when you learn how it works as a general, then you'll be fine. Okay, so let's click advert sets, and it's still selected the tick box, so that's right. Let's hit edit. Okay, so we can see here that I don't want to run ahead because we're going to cover a lot of this stuff soon, but I just want to overview it for you. So we've got traffic to a website messenger. You're going to use this if you get a website or if you're using landing pages. Daily budget, you always start your budget on $5. That's just to keep the conversion cost low. If you start it on really high, Facebook will just charge you more because they realize you have more money to spend. Schedule start, leave it the same. It usually starts right away as soon as you've submitted it. Don't schedule an end date, you don't need to. Custom audiences, so you could select a custom audience. There's some custom audiences already here, or you could just start a new audience, which is just pre-selected. And you can see here in New Zealand, there's about 3 million people out of 4 million people that live here that we can target on Facebook. And so this here is where you target location. So if you want to add a location, you can type in your city and select it. Then you can just, if you want to, it's already removed New Zealand, so that's fine. So we've got 350,000 in a town of roughly 400,000 people, so that's pretty good, I guess. You can target the age here, you can target men or women. So you can see 170,000 men and 190,000 women. So there's a bit more women on Facebook than there is men. You can put a language in if you want them just to speak English. That'll drop the amount of people. See potential reach, 180, so we just lost 10,000 people. Detailed targeting, so that's where you can target various aspects. We'll go into that later. Edit placements. So a lot of these things here we're going to cover later on. So let's just move forward. Link clicks here, it's fine. And then once you click advert sets up here, you want to be able to select a new advert. So create advert, use existing campaign. So it allows you to select the campaign that you're on and choose the advert set, which is the one you're already on. And then we'll just call this Thrive Ad 1, create. Water for the morning. And so here we can start building out the ad itself, the physical ad. So we don't have to connect an Instagram account if you're using Instagram as placement. Yeah. So in the advert set, it already presets Instagram for you. Like it already says, yes, I want to use Instagram. We'd disable that. So just hit edit here. Audience test 1, edit. Under placements, scroll down a little bit, edit placements, and remove Instagram, remove audience network. And then we go over to advert and edit. It won't ask us for Instagram. So let's say we want to select an advert with an image or a video. Now, if you want to create advert, so if you click create advert, you can use an existing post. So if you've already got a post, you can just select, you can just select a post that's already there, or you can just go create a new advert. I don't know why they changed that button. It used to be right next to it. It used to say like select a post or create advert. So you can see here, it's already got an image here. It's already like pre-filled it because it's already pre-filling the Plant Physique website because we're already on the Plant Physique page account. And the text or the newsfeed link description, that is link description, so that's in here. The text here is ends up at the top, like, hey ladies, join our 21-day challenge. So this should show up at the top above the ad. Yep, there you go. See, automatically shows up for you, so you can just edit the ad in real time and you can really see what it's going to look like. Then when you're done, guys, hit review changes, and that will allow you to just submit the ad and let it roll out. So let's just get back to our slides and make sure that we don't jump ahead. All right. So that's just a quick overview. We're going to go into more details soon. Now, some of you may have already seen this slide, so we're going to go through this really quickly because it's really important before we get into building your Facebook ad and actually crafting your offer in a bit more detail, just integrating everything you've learned so far and all the previous steps. So you profit with Facebook ads, not necessarily off the actual offer itself, not necessarily off the Facebook ad itself. Instead, you profit from your additional products and services that you offer when the person comes in to redeem your service. So one thing I wanted to mention before we get into this is on the bottom left it says, here's a key tip, and this really is a tip. Marketing is not a cost. Marketing generates a return on investment. So the most important thing you can think about when it comes to running your Facebook ads is not how much you spend on the Facebook ads itself, but how much you make, how much you profit as a result of running the Facebook ads. So in the example here, we've got a dentist example. We've got the amount of value delivered on the left, and then we've got the amount of people that grabbed the voucher on the bottom, the little smiley faces. Now in this particular example with this ladder, we've got the offer was a free or low cost teeth cleaning from this dentist using our crazy discount funnel. And with the crazy discount funnel, it was like, hey, get a free or low cost teeth cleaning, could be $9, $10, usually no more than $10, usually $10 or below, or it's free. So it could be like $7 teeth cleaning, people grab the voucher. Obviously teeth cleaning is usually maybe $50 or so. Now let's say in this example, 100 people grab the voucher from Facebook using the crazy discount funnel. Now, out of 100 that grab the voucher, 70 come in and redeem. And like I mentioned this before, the dentist is looking over your teeth and he's like, oh, actually, your teeth looking a little bit yellow. Like, do you drink coffee or anything? And you're like, no, I don't drink coffee. You're like, well, actually, I can fix that up for you and make them, white. White is new. Really easily, I can put together a quick whitening kit for you. And, whitening kits are usually $200-300. So, you're like, yeah, of course, I don't want yellow teeth. So you get your whitening kit. So let's say 5 people get a whitening kit and they're $200 each. Well, there's another $1,000 that the dentist has now made. He may have made just a tiny bit off the vouchers. If they're $7 each, then you might make a little bit off the vouchers. Next up, let's say that he's like, actually, let's do some x-rays. And a couple of people get some x-rays back and it shows they've got a cavity and they need a bit of a filling. And fillings are like, $400, $500. So let's say two people out of the total 70 vouchers grabbed and came in and redeemed. 2 people need a cavity filling. So let's just round that up to $500. So there's another $1,000. So now we've made $2,000 off the whitening and the cavities total so far. Now, out of 70 people who came in and grabbed the voucher, we have one person who actually needed an implant. Now, implants are like $3,000-4,000. They're, there's a bit of time involved. So one person needs an implant, 2 people needed a cavity, and 4 people needed whitening, which means that we're up, let's say the implant was $3,000, then we're actually up $5,000 total, okay, in sales. Not to mention maybe a little bit we made off the front end with the voucher itself. Now, in this particular example, say we have 100 vouchers redeemed, 100 vouchers grabbed, sorry, and 70 redeemed. Then in the Facebook ad, let's say we were paying like $1, maybe $2 per voucher. Then in that particular case, we only spent maybe $100, $200 on Facebook ads. And we actually made sales in total of $5,000 at a dental clinic. So really, if we subtract the $200 from the $5,000, that's a $4,800 profit. Obviously, you're paying, a little bit of staff time and all that, but in the end, there's sales you wouldn't have had otherwise, and that's why it's so important to have the elegant business model set up in your business. If you haven't done that course already, jump into that course and do it. I actually take you through how to restructure your business. There's nothing really, no extra time involved necessarily that you need to actually alter your business functioning in any way. All you're doing is adding some additional services onto your existing business. But I'll show you how to do that in the Elegant Business Model course. So if you haven't done that, jump in there and we help you restructure that. So now we want to get into how to choose the best ad type. So whatever service business you run, you could be running a gym, you could be running a hair salon, you could be running a chiropractor, you could be running a restaurant, could be running a dental clinic. In this particular example, we've got Spring Hill Dental here, and we've got two different types of videos running. The copy is exactly the same, so it's the crazy discount funnel, which it says, "Hey Spring Hill," which is calling out the location, people where they're living. I'm Dr. Smith and I'm doing something crazy to promote our dental office. We're giving away 50 vouchers for a teeth cleaning for only $10. So only 50 vouchers available. Get one now by clicking this link. So at 50 vouchers, it's still $500 on the front end, which still pays for the Facebook ad spend of like $200. So fantastic return. Now, if you think about it this way, like if you're really good on video, say you did public speaking in school and you're pretty comfortable and you're quite charismatic on video, then you should do video. If you're not that charismatic and like the guy on the right here, he's like doesn't really know what he's doing here and probably shouldn't be in front of a camera, then he probably shouldn't be doing video. So work to your strengths. Instead of video, you can try carousel image. You can try just a straight image and test them out and see what performs best. So if you can do video because that typically provides the best conversion. Just see how you go. Now, when it comes to image versus carousel versus video versus slideshow, you've got these different options here. So the cool thing is Facebook's recently added a new slideshow option, which is a little one I've added on the end there. And slideshow allows you to upload several pictures while you're creating your ad, and then it allows you to select one of the pre-selectable music that plays in the background while the slideshow. Because it could be like a bunch of pictures of you in your clinic with patients, could be a bunch of pictures of you with clients if you're a personal trainer, could be a bunch of pictures with you, with different hairstyles if you're a hair salon, different hairstyles and looks that you've been able to create. A slideshow can be a bit of a showcase and just show some cool stuff and generate some attention there. So that's pretty much like a video, except you can put it together yourself, and even if you're not good on video, anyone can put together a slideshow. Carousel is where, of course, you have the images that you can click and you can flick across to them. So like in the example in the middle here, we've got like the dental team, and then we've got like, if you click the next image in the slideshow, or you scroll over, you swipe over, you can see the location, you swipe again, you can see like the waiting room and that type of stuff. So it lets people know who are on Facebook that you're actually a real deal, you're legit, you're local, and people really like that. They don't, like I said, with stock photos, you want to avoid stock photos. So people really, people like authenticity. Like I've said, authenticity is the currency of the new economy. So, keep things looking real. And then we've got on the far left hand side, we've got an image, just a static image there. It doesn't look like it stands out that much, so I would sort of enlarge it a little bit, bring the faces up a bit closer, maybe put a yellow border around the outside or a red border, or like a bright color to catch the eye. Because like I've said before, guys, when people are based on Facebook ad statistics, you've got 7 seconds to capture attention. Sometimes even less than that. I've heard 3 seconds. So when people are scrolling through their news feed, they're not always, they're definitely not looking for, they're not looking for to buy stuff necessarily. They're looking to see what their friends are up to. They're looking to be entertained. They're looking to grab a video and watch that. Like they want to be entertained and educated at the same time. That's really the key when it comes to content marketing. But in terms of Facebook ad marketing, you've got to be really quick and catch your attention. So that's why we do offers like the crazy discount funnel, where we're offering something really cool. It's a really low cost offer that pretty much when you're running a service business and you've got a no-brainer offer, that's an easy one there. Now you want to keep the same copy in all the ads, so that you can test to see which type of media performs best. So don't go changing around the text. Instead, get your text in place, model what we've got here. This is the text that you want to be using for your service business. Obviously alter out little bits of it, like, instead of having like, hey Spring Hill, add your location, like hey Christchurch peeps. I'm Nick Ritchie, or, I'm Nick, and I'm doing something crazy to promote our gym, or to promote our hair salon. We're giving away 50 vouchers, and now it says 50 vouchers. It doesn't mean that when you get to 50, you have to stop the ad. You can keep it running. It's just we have 50 vouchers there because it, produces scarcity. So they're like, oh no, only 50. I better grab one before they run out, before the ad stops. So that's what that's there for, if you're wondering. We're providing a teeth cleaning for only $10. We're providing personal training, 2 sessions for only $2. Only 50 vouchers available. Get one now. So tell them how they can get it. Get one now, clicking this link. You can use bit.ly. So you notice we use bit.ly. You use bit.ly to shorten links. It keeps it nice and tidy and looking nice and tidy there. Okay, so next up we want to talk about the value scale. The value scale is really important to understand, simply because depending on where you are in the value scale depends on how easy or how difficult it is to sell your service in your business. So if you're over towards the left side of the value scale, then it's easier to sell the business. Like if you're selling ice cream, everyone loves ice cream, except maybe if you can't tolerate dairy, and then maybe you'd have ice cream that's dairy free. But either way, everyone loves ice cream. So it's easier to sell. It's easy to sell ice cream. If you have an offer up that says like, hey, grab a voucher for a 20-cent ice cream or something, or $1 ice cream, but it's, this massive, feast of an ice cream, or just grab a voucher for a free ice cream, you would get very good conversions, because pretty much everybody would be like, hell yeah, I want a free ice cream, and they'd head on down to your parlor and they'd be in on it. It takes less time to make the sale because you don't have to sell ice cream. People just automatically go, ice cream? Yeah, I know what ice cream tastes like. It's great. I'd love to eat ice cream right now. You don't have to explain it. It's what we call a no-brainer offer. So it's an offer that everybody already understands. Like if I said gym, then you sort of understand what a gym's like. If I said personal training and you had a personal trainer before, you've watched The Biggest Loser, you have a general idea of personal trainers there to motivate you to exercise. If I said, restaurant or a pizza restaurant, you know what that is. It's a no-brainer offer, so you don't have to be like, the reason you want to come down to our pizzeria is because we have authentic bases, and we have gluten-free bases, and we have chefs that are award-winning, and we have a special secret sauce. You don't really have to sell it, because if you offer a pizza at the right price or free or some type of bonus, people are going to come down and grab it. So if you're towards the left side of the value scale, you need less time to make the sale. The value scale also, if you're towards the left side, it takes less charisma. So if you're selling through video, or you're selling through any other media that's not image, then you won't need much charisma. You just need a picture of what you're providing, and people will sign up for it. It says lower reward for the business, but that's not really entirely true. If you sell 600 ice creams at $2 an ice cream, that's $1,200, and you might do that in a day easy. Or, if you're a gym and you're like, oh, I need 100 members to reach my baseline. Well, 100 members, if you're a straight gym, like a 24-hour gym, that's pretty easy to reach, 100 members. And 100 members is not a low reward. If that's $10 per member, then you've got $1,000 coming in a week, just from 100 members. Then you get 300 members and you're at $3,000 a week. So, and that's pretty steady. Most people will pay their gym membership every week, so that's a pretty steady continuity program there. So it's definitely room for a high reward, especially if you've structured your elegant business model correctly, and you've gone through our elegant business model course, and you've really put together your offers in a way where you've got plenty of other upsells. Maybe that gym gets 100 members, and that's like a baseline, but they've also got personal training that's like $55 a week, and if they get 10 people at $55 a week, that's $550 extra a week that they're making. These types of things are pretty easy to upsell. So I'm sure your business has various products and services that you could add if you wanted to add them, which would increase the reward. Now, towards the right-hand side, of course, the value scale is really important to understand, because it really dictates how to structure your Facebook ads and how to structure your offer. So if you're selling online coaching, like you're a business coach and you're selling coaching through Skype, it's a little bit harder to sell. It takes longer to make the sale. You might have to take longer to build trust with that person, with their audience. You might need more charisma, so you might need to be really good on video. There could be a higher reward though, so potentially one sale of business coaching might be $1,000 or $5,000 over the course of time. Or you're selling a high ticket product that's $1,000, then maybe it's there's a little bit more money to be made off the front end. So once you figure out where you are on the value scale, like for example, if you're a chiropractor, if you run a chiropractic clinic, a gym, dental clinic, hair salon, beauty salon, a restaurant, then typically you're in the lower end of the value scale. So we're going to cover, and this is a course for service businesses, so we're going to cover the ads that are best for your service business to help you spend the least amount on Facebook ads on marketing, but have the greatest return. So this one here is an example of the copy that you might put together. This is an example of the copy that you put together for the crazy discount funnel. So the crazy discount funnel. So here's a strategy. It's called the dialogue strategy, and this is where, because you're having a conversation with the person who's reading it. So you're creating a dialogue, and you're also the dialogue is like, hey, I'm Dr. Smith. I'm doing something crazy to promote my dental office. Now, what sort of dentists say crazy? Not many. So they're showing some personality there. So what you're doing is the first thing is you're calling out your customer. So you can call them out through pain, location, or desire. So now, of course, like I mentioned in our Facebook Ads Foundations course, when I cover rules of engagement. Under the rules of engagement section, I talk about Facebook rules and their compliance rules for ads. Now, you know, you can call out pain and desire, but you really do have to be careful about how you do that. Because if you said like for example, we might say Christchurch, hey Christchurch ladies, we're running a 21-day challenge, you know, then to help you get fit without having to motivate yourself, to help you get fit and strong without having to motivate yourself. If we run something like that, that's gonna work. But if we run something like, do you live in Christchurch? Do you want to lose weight and get strong? Then Facebook's gonna say, no, sorry, because the language that we're using calls the person out specifically. So we want to indirectly call the person out by saying like, hey Christchurch ladies, I'm Julia Rose or I'm Nick, and we're doing something crazy to promote our gym. We're giving away 50 vouchers for 2 personal training sessions for free. Only 50 vouchers available. Get one now by clicking this link. Now in the dentist example, it's pretty much the same version. So who are you? So you're saying like, who are you? Hey, I'm Dr. Smith. And that sort of starts creating personalities. People are like, oh, actually this person is, you know, a real person. All this stuff's really important, because if you're just like, hi, we're Excel Fitness, we really want to help you. We have 50 vouchers. Grab your voucher for 1 personal training session. Click the link below. There's like no personality. It's like even if obviously you're not going to hear the sound, but it's probably reads very monotone. It's boring. There's no fun to it. So regardless of whatever business you run, part of marketing is being able to connect with your audience, and you really want to find ways where you can do that as best as possible. And this is one way we do it, say with the crazy discount funnel, and using this language. Give it a try, then duplicate the ad and adjust the copy. Maybe do something that's a little bit different. Maybe it reads slightly different but still has the same offer. And experiment around. See what copy works best. See what copy you like best, but definitely start with our templates. So start with the copy that we've got here for you, and write it down and come back to this video. Next thing is you want to be attractive. So you can be attractive by saying like, hey, this is our dental office, or this is our, you know, to promote our women's gym. So being attractive lets them know what you're up to. So like, you know, you're being attracted by saying, hey, I'm doing something crazy to promote our dental office. So you're not like, hey, I'm doing something crazy, we're giving away 50 vouchers. You want to tell people why you're actually giving away 50 vouchers. Not just like, I mean, because at least they're like, oh, you know, they're being honest. Like, oh, they're doing something crazy to promote their restaurant, you know. Hey, at least they're letting us know why they're giving away 50 vouchers, not just, hey, we give away 50 vouchers all the time. So, you know, being authentic and letting people know why you're running the offer, that's attractive. You want to let them know where they can get the offer. So at the bottom it says get one now by clicking this link. So they know that if they click the link, they can get the offer. If you're running an image, then they can just click the image, or they can just, you know, click the link. But you want to put the link in there anyway. So even if they can click the image to go to grab the voucher, or whether they can click the or they can click the link. Either one, it will still take them to the same place. Now, what awesome thing do you have? So we've got these vouchers. That's really awesome. Most people want to get teeth cleaning, for example, but there might just be a barrier where you're like, oh, I don't have a dentist yet, or I haven't been to the dentist in forever, or when I go to the dentist, it's gonna want to drill into my mouth, or I haven't had a teeth cleaned forever, it's gonna, take forever. So this is a great way to, really draw people in. And then scarcity, so 50 vouchers available. So we've spoken about scarcity in the past. Okay, so this is just the exact example from before if you want to copy this down. So just the same example, we just written it out for you here. Hey Christchurch, I'm Dr. Smith. I'm doing something crazy to promote our dental offers. We are giving away 50 vouchers for a teeth cleaning for only $10. Only 50 vouchers available. Get one now by clicking this link. Boom. Easy. Remember bit.ly, bit.ly is the website you can go to shorten your links. Okay, so say if you're a lawyer, that's another service business. This is some example copy for a lawyer where you've created your bait, which is a cheat sheet. So, hey Christchurch, the average cost of dealing with probate in New Zealand is over $5,000. Yikes, that's crazy. So hey, that's some authentic language right there. Like that's gonna engage people. Like a lawyer saying words like yikes and that's crazy. Did you know a living will does not actually protect your children from probate? So that's an important question for parents if you're targeting parents. I'd like to give you this free guide. So again, like, hey, I'm this person, I'd like to do this. How to avoid probate and prepare your living trust in 7 easy steps. And they're like, well, who is this person? And guess what? It was written by a real attorney, John Smith. That's me. So instantly, boom, personality. Hey guys, that's me. Get the guide now by clicking this link here. So take your link, go to bit.ly, make it short, pop it in there. All right, here's a real estate example. So if you're in real estate, providing a service of helping people sell their houses or helping people to flip houses, whatever it is. So the top part of the text in brackets, Christchurch real estate investors only. What's the hardest part of flipping houses? Finding the no-brainer deals before they get bought up. I'm Susan Smith with Smith Realty, and I've created a free guide, the Christchurch Real Estate Investment Heat Map. Well, that sounds great. A heat map, you know, if you're an investor and you want to know where all the best houses are, well, you know, that sounds like I'd download that. I'd click that for sure. This is a guide that will show you all the hot spots in Christchurch where the best real estate investment deals are. So it tells them what the offer is, yeah? And obviously, you know, we've done the research here. We've worked out real estate investors, they want to know where the no-brainer deals are. They want to know where their hot spots are because they love flipping houses. So, you know, there's a lot of research going in here with the copy and the way that it's written. I'm only giving 50 of these guides away since we don't want too many people to know about them. Get yours before they go on by clicking here. And then, of course, insert your link using bit.ly. Okay, so this is an example here of a low barrier to entry strategy. So earlier when we covered building your funnel in step 3, I talked about a low barrier to entry offer being something that costs between usually $37 and $97. The reason you use a 7 and a lot of your pricing is because it's a psychological thing. People are, for some reason, the 97 makes something seem like it costs less. So rather than writing $100 or $99, write 97 and it seems more of an attractive price to people. That's been a copywriter's secret for a long time, and that's why you see it. If you want a price to seem larger, then you use the full numeric. Like up here on the top of this ad, it says Christchurch Females 21-day challenge, win $150 cash. Now if we said win $147 cash, they'd be like, oh, it's like $100 or something. So you use the full price, and that just helps people to make it seem like it costs more. But if you want something to seem like it costs less, use like 7s in it, like 37, 47, 97. Okay, so if you're using a low barrier to entry offer and you've got an offer where you're packing heaps of value in, and it's so you're taking your service and you're discounting it by a certain degree. Like I said, it should be about 25% of the regular price, or it should be a little bit less. With our 21-day challenge, it works out when you take $97 and divide it over 3 weeks, about $30 a week, $33 a week, and for the 3 sessions a week. Usually it's $55 a week for regular clients that are signed up to our ongoing program down at that gym. But in saying that, they also get a meal plan. Meal plans are at least $100, so they're getting that. which is no extra time for us. It's just a direct download. So adding value, they really do value the meal plan too, by the way. It's something that really helps them. Then we've got an online support group, and that's, you could value that at $50 to $100 because there's a lot of really good value we put in there, like video workouts, workout tutorials, exercise demos. Then we have nutrition tips, recipes, and we also have motivation, so some accountability, that type of thing. So you're packing a lot of value into that program. So but when it comes time for us to upsell them from that 21-day program into the next program, it's a lot easier because they're already used to paying about $33 a week on it, when they average it out that way, and it's only a little bit more to stay on with us. So that's the first step. They can pay more than that. I think the highest price program for personal training at the Plant Physique gym is like $64 for 4 sessions a week. So that just gives you an idea about the upsell process and the psychology behind how much value we pack in. So next up, what are we offering? So what are you offering? So we got the next title is we're looking for 15 ladies to take part in our 21-day challenge. So the particular copy here, you can see it reads different. There's not as much personality. Instead, it's more like they're applying. So they're learning about something and then they're applying for a service, for a program, and that creates that scarcity itself. Like, we're only looking for 15 ladies. That's in there. And we're attractive, we're being attractive by showing images of how it is they want to look. In the fitness industry, that's kind of how we tend to get the best conversion using the low barrier to entry offer. Is it depends on the image. So we try a lot of images over time because we're really trying to see which ones convert the best. I'll show you soon some of that as well. So where can you get it? So they can just apply by clicking the photo below. Boom, nice and easy. What awesome thing do we have? So that's where the questions. Now, I think I mentioned earlier about taking someone through a yes ladder. So I'm not going to go through that with you again. But the more time somebody says yes, either in their head or verbally, the closer you get to the sale. So the more likely they are to say yes when you ask for the sale. And so when they end up on the landing page and we ask them to register, they're more likely to say yes because they've already said yes here on the Facebook page. We use the same colors and the same logos and the same style on the Facebook ad as we do on the landing page. You guys have seen the landing page for this. I've already walked you through it, but essentially it's, willing to follow an individualized nutrition plan. Yes, they do want a nutrition plan and they're willing to follow. Yes. Want to make a change with your fitness? Yes. Need something to kickstart your fitness? Yes. Fed up with yo-yo diets and tasteless shakes? They probably are. Yes. We've researched the things that our market is fed up with, and we've researched the things that they want, and that's what are actually in these questions. Want personal training sessions that fast track results? Well, yeah, they want personal training and they want to fast track their results. And then if you answered yes to the above questions, so we're pasting them, you fit the criteria to join the challenge, apply by clicking the photo below. Boom. Okay, so this is just the copy outlined. Same copy that was on the previous page. Feel free to take a note of that. All right, so your ad must hit all the points. So you want to show your credibility or your results. Mention the pain or desire or both in the ad copy. Use the most engaging ad type you usually can, so it's usually video. And offer the bait. So say with the previous example, we're showing our credibility or results. Well, that one, say with our 21-day offer, we don't show necessarily the results in the ad itself. We show credibility because, we're showing who we are, what we can provide, and the products we can provide by asking, we got the questions in there. We do mention the pain or desire to a certain degree. In the fitness industry, it's probably one of the most hardest things to market because you can't market directly to the pain of what people want. You have to indirectly market. But whereas if you're a massage, you can directly market to a certain degree by saying like, hey, you want to feel more relaxed, hey, you want, massage, do you find yourself feeling tight and stressed at the end of the day? massage can help. You know, do you want to feel relaxed and whatever? So you can go through these you can go through the pain or desire a little bit more descriptively. Use the most engaging ad type. For us, that's been images. For Plant Physique, for Thrive, videos work pretty well. So images. For our clients that are doing real estate, they're really good with carousel because people can flick through their houses through the carousel. For restaurants, images work really well. For the crazy discount funnel, depends what sort of funnel you're using, of course, as well. Of course, offer the bait, so let them know what it is, and don't be afraid to experiment. You know, test out your ads regularly. Try adjusting the copy, adjusting the images. You can just duplicate and keep your original ads running, and then once you duplicated, you run the variations. Just give them a slightly different name. You know, like Facebook ad 2, 3, 4. Just, you know, give them a variation so you know which ones they are, and you can check them in anyway. Like when you're in the ads manager, you can check them. And then switch off the ones that aren't working. So a key tip is you win by putting the right offer in front of the right audience and getting their attention fast. I said 7 seconds, 9 seconds, you know, roundabout. So, you know, if I put a pizza offer in front of somebody who's, you know, going to Jenny Craig's, probably not going to be that helpful to that person who's trying to lose weight. But if I put a pizza offer in front of people who are already eat a lot of fast food, we can target those people. That's, you know, then that's a great way to put that right offer in front of the right audience. Okay, so now we're going to get into retargeting your ads, and we're going to get into how that works. Now, we're just going to wrap up this video, and then we're going to restart this section on a new video.